Hey, you better not pout. You better not cry. You better not shout. I'm telling you why. Sheba Sundays on this Christmas day. That was not that bad for something I just made up. So, hey. Also, look at that like song that we all know that's already being like, don't, perform your emotions. Your negative emotions are not going to be rewarded. So don't even show them. You better not shout. You better not cry. You better not pout. And we're going to judge you for being a good boy and a good girl. So it's like, wow, a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. But hey, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. I'm not sure on the dates on those last two, but like, yeah. Happy holiday season. Happy winter solstice. That's what happened just recently. Shortest day of the year. Longest night. Beautiful. How's everyone's week? What you guys been up to? I had a really good week. Sage and things. Last sage of the year, right? Man, I had a really interesting week. I went to Spa World with my friends. Um, my friend Stacy, she's really cool. You'll see her next year on Sheba Sunday. I'll be interviewing her. Um, she's really amazing. Spa World is this Korean spa out in Centerville, Virginia, kind of near Dulles, if you know. It's so worth it. It's like $50. You can stay there all day. There's a food place there. You get this amazing scrub. So good. It is a bit of a schlep, but worth it. Worth the delayed gratification once you get there. Actually, this time I filled up gas before I picked up my friend, and usually Billy does it, and I put the nozzle in the tank. I mean, in my car I filled up, and then I pulled it out, and gas started spraying everywhere. And I was like, oh, ah, and it like startled me. I was not expecting it, and so it took me a second to like, like put it back in the garage. Oil thing. I don't know why I can't think of words right now. It's Christmas. That's why. Um, but yeah, so I was covered in gasoline, and I was about to, drive for an hour and some change in a enclosed space because it was that day when it was raining a whole bunch. Anyway, though, get there. It was a fun, interesting experience. Oh my God. Ugh. I have to have probably another sesh where I talk about Spa World and interesting experiences I've had there. I love the idea of like bathing and sweating and resting and rejuvenating in community with people. And like Spa World is that. I feel like our culture would have like much less, I don't know, or maybe different body issues. We would be like way more, aware of the fact that like everyone's body is just like getting them around, is getting their spirit around. And we would like not sexualize them so much, or like, anyway, it's fun. Just like naked, and you get scrubbed, and you're in water, and it's really fun. So that was awesome. The next day, a tree fell on my on our on Billy's car. I know, crazy, right? Let me show you a picture of that. We have this beautiful Chinese magnolia tree in our garden, in our yard, and I didn't even hear it. I was talking to my sister. She was asking me a question about something, and I was just like, aimlessly walking around the room, and I looked outside, and like the tree was on his car, and I was like, what? What the heck? Let's see. Am I going to be able to? Dang, I can't bring up a picture of it. But it was cool. Trust me. And so it was kind of crazy. Very surprising. I called my brother. I was like, oh my God, let me call my brother. And Billy was like, why'd you call your brother? Oh, why are you calling your brother? And I was like, I don't know. He's great at stuff like this. I don't know. He just knows stuff. And so, sorry, Billy said swap screens. No, I don't need to be. Thank you though. I love you. Um, I called him. He was like, okay, tracking. I'm gonna get, I've got this friend who has a chainsaw and he like works in the wilderness and stuff. So he wants to come by and is like, chop up this tree and get it off your car. I was like, oh my God, so awesome. So like he came, like, his friend who like is working on a PhD, like tracking bears in Oklahoma. He's like, they're tracking their migration patterns, just happened to be in Baltimore's, the general Baltimore area. That's where his family's from. Anyway, and he came by with his other friend and he was just like, hey, we just like really like chopping stuff and I love getting a chance to use his chainsaw. So like, Merry Christmas, like no worries. We like, we're like, can we get you coffee or something? They were just so sweet. And so they like cut up, what they could of the tree that night. Then it got dark, real early. And we went in the morning. They came and the next day, maybe around 1:30, they came and finished, and it was so great. I love my brother, so awesome. So very grateful that like I have such a like supportive, capable family. It's really nice to be able to be like, oh, I've got all these resources. So very much helps me, go through the world trusting that like, I'm gonna figure it out. I have a lot of resources. Have a lot of helpers. I have a lot of skills and whatnot myself. So it's gonna be cool. So yeah, I love that like a tree falling on our car was a very freaking like helpful experience and like one I could like learn from and learn about the people in my life. So it was great. Yeah. And it's very like, on Christmas Eve too, it's really, this is the season for being cozy, for like listening to nature, to being with, your loved ones. I know it can be a tough time for a lot of people actually. Yeah. Um, the when my dad died in 2016, it was in like September. And so we were about to have, we had Thanksgiving and then Christmas like right after that. And so on the first Christmas, we went on a cruise, my mom and my brother and sister and I. And it was like really interesting, really fun, really like sad. We like did a lot of grieving, a lot of like processing, a lot of anger, and like kind of like it really is like, oh man, everything's made up. So like why are what are the holidays for, kind of. And yeah, that's the thing, like why do we like separate out this one time to be like kind to other people, to be generous, to be like, hey, everyone deserves food, everyone deserves warmth, and everyone deserves, gifts and time and money that they didn't work for, very communist, revolution. I am here for it, resource sharing, with no profit incentive. Really cool. It's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna watch video. Yeah. Okay. These are this was last night at Christmas Eve. Those are our nieces, our nibblings, Layla and Letty. So cute, 2 and 1. They're like still figuring out all the stuff that humans do. So they're probably like, what? So sometimes y'all like, dress up extra silly, and I'm talking about like Halloween, talking about Christmas, and like, but you only do it at those times for some reason, and other kids don't get a bunch of presents for some reason, and we're kind of mean to them the rest of the year. Kind of weird, kind of strange, like let alone, Santa. The idea that like some white man is giving you stuff for free and that you should get used to that idea. It's just seems like we're setting him up for failure, This is also at that same party. That's my sister-in-law. That's my little brother. That's his wife, my sister-in-law. This is my mother-in-law. And like over there is Lloyd and them. And on the floor, my sweet baby in a manger. Uh, Billy, I love that. Like, I wish I want to cultivate this ability to like still want to be like around the people I'm around, but like let me just take like a quick little nap. I don't need a pillow. I don't need to turn off the lights. Y'all don't need to be quiet in any way. I'm just gonna like recharge real quick, and then I'm gonna like be back up. And you're like there in case something pressing comes up. But like it's great. I love that like I can help provide a safe environment for Billy to feel like he can rest and recharge, and that everyone's still gonna love him and protect him. And yeah, really fun. And it was cool. This even the tree and stuff, it was a nice way to like demonstrate like this is what, I don't know, family is about, living is about, just, people who are interested in your thriving. Um, yeah. And like love you for like your weird idiosyncrasies and your uniqueness. Really great. I'm super grateful for that. I know that like that is not something that everyone has. And so like, man, whatever the simulation is, it's like it really treats me good. So it's awesome. But it also makes me, have a wee bit of, I don't know, survivor's guilt almost. It's like, who am I to have like this like really warm house, like ready support, lots of resources to like support myself, people who like speak kindly and lovingly to me. Really nice. I have enough food. It's like really cool. So I want to like certainly this year I want to be even more intentional about resource sharing and stuff. I've been they have this Baltimore community fridge that my girl Justine Bumpers is always filling up, and I haven't gone to pick up food and drop it off in the fridge, but I always send her money because there are lots of ways to freaking help. Oh, me and Billy donated blood the other day. Okay, Billy says, thanks a lot, baby. Love you and our family tremendously. Oh, I was knocked out. Yep, absolutely. Which is great. Like, that is what winter is about. Like, every other mammal is hibernating. So should we. That's why I'm in this. Y'all have probably seen me outside in this coat. And it is also very warm and perfect inside. This is this cute little velvet dress that my friend Jessa got me. Jessa, who's about to give birth to. So yeah, I just like I'm all about wearing comfortable fabrics and listening to my body, listening to like the other nature that's outside, and knowing that like that's the thing I'm supposed to be doing right now. I don't have to be anxious like, oh, should I be working? Should I be producing more? Should I be performing? Should I be doing something? And I know a lot of us probably feel that way. It's funny. I'll go to the main screen. I think Billy would say, go to the main screen. Okay. Yeah. So, grateful for the warmth. Grateful for all the love. Let me see. What else was I just saying? Boop, boop, doop, boop. Family, love. Oh, also grateful for like the internet and like the communications systems that we have now, so we can really see like what everyone else is doing and like what really matters, and what other people value too. And I would show you more pictures, but like we always forget to take pictures. But then I also remember like I think I remember stuff better when I'm not like focused on documenting it. And so yeah, like I love the idea of you really get down to what is like important to humans. It's not so much necessarily like documenting things, like performing like an image of what's going on, showing everyone what a happy family you are. It's like being a happy family is, really cool. Oh, also, I like am grateful for, I have 2 new followers in the last 4 days. So that's like exponential growth. But like um, a year and a month ago, I had my last subscriber, and then 3 weeks ago, my friend Elisa subscribed, and since then, 2 new subscribers. Like that is like exponential fucking growth. Holy shit, Liz is amazing. This is only like the 5th episode of Sheba Sunday. Like this has been really fun, and I'm really excited for the new year. It's gonna be great. I keep hearing 2023 is gonna be really good. What like have you guys heard that? I've heard in different sources, and I feel like yeah, it is. Um, my sister sent us these pictures from this morning. The girls, they don't get traditions yet. Like everything's pretty new to them, and so it's funny to see like people who haven't, internalized all the socialization yet, discovering what they find exhilarating and stuff. And it's like kind of this little, you see them like climbing down the stairs, kind of like suspicious, like, why are the adults acting so weird? Like, what? Like, all right, we're going downstairs. And then she sees like the trees all lit up, all these boxes and things. And she's like, what is this? And then like she goes over and there's like a gift bag that has like crepe paper in it, and she's like, oh yeah, oh wow, takes out the paper, starts like playing around with it, sees like baby come down, the baby's like, what is this? And Layla brings over another piece of the crepe paper and like throws it down at baby's feet, and then goes back to her thing. And my sister's like, all these gifts, and they're crazy for the paper, which is like, yeah, it's the thought that counts. And they are like, sweet, this is kind of fun, some paper to play with. They have so many toys, and like usually they're just like, I just want to play with this magnet, I want to play with this like screwdriver, I want to just rip up this paper and put it in my mouth. And I'm like, great, I love that, super easy. And a nice reminder to be like, what is important? Paper? Yeah, I don't know, I lost it. But super cute. What were y'all's holiday memories like when you were like a kid and stuff? Because mine were like, I had a really privileged holidays. It was really nice. And also like, so we would wake up, we would come downstairs, we had these stockings that are along the stairs, so we would like open those. They would have like little things in it, so cute, love. Candies and stuff that would fit in a stocking, gift cards maybe. And then we have the tree, which is in the same room, but it has, the whole room is lined with all these gifts, and there's kind of different piles, and you can kind of tell whose is for who. There would be like clothes and art things and books, for me, and maybe like a karaoke thing. Zarin would have like, a Lego set, or like a G.I. Joe action figure, something or other. Freddie would have like clothes and books and like, I don't know, stuff that she would want. And yeah, and then we would have Barbie dolls. We'd have all these, lots of stuff, and we would have lots of things, and we would open it, and, Billy says, when we hosted at our place, my mom wouldn't let me open any of my gifts till after dinner. I learned patience through this torture. Yo, that's so funny. I was thinking of that. So for us, we, we had like, this was the tradition. This like the stockings first, the gifts under the tree. Mom would make this like French toast casserole, which is really delicious. We would eat that, and then we had a playroom, just to give you a little taste of like how amazing my parents were. They were Black people in the 80s and 90s who had a house with a, playroom in it for their children, filled with Barbie dolls and action figures and comic books and things. And so on Christmas, we would eat breakfast, and then we would go into the playroom where there would be a bunch more things. So like I definitely recognized like I don't need all these gifts. Like the reason I'm even like kind of being like we would get books, we would get clothes and like, you know, like and my mom would always be like, you know, Santa's train is leaving the station, you know, let us know what you want. And like I don't know, we got stuff all year. So it was like by the time Christmas came, it was like I don't really need that many things. Like but I could tell that my parents liked to be able to give us lots of gifts. I know when they grew up, they didn't have any gifts. My mom said like her and her 7 siblings had to like share a bicycle one Christmas, share one bicycle, and so and then my dad grew up in like even more poverty, and so I could see when they had the power, they wanted to give a lot of gifts, give a lot of joy that maybe they wished they'd received and stuff. And I saw that it mattered a lot to them to have this like ritual. And so, yeah, Billy, you were talking about mom wouldn't let you open any of the gifts till after dinner. I learned patience through this torture. Me too. I bet like because I grew up kind of always knowing that my needs would be met, that my wants would be met, that there would always be an abundance of things, it's easy for me to delay gratification, because I know there's something else. And I know that it's kind of just this like, we're doing this, fun little ritual of like, oh, presents? What? Crazy. Would not have guessed that, and like, not just that there would be presents, that there would be like 3 distinct phases of it, that we would have, a delicious meal that we didn't have to work for at all, provided in between it. And so it was kind of a fun like performance of like, oh, a performance of like kind of gratitude and like, what's coming next? Surprise. And it's cool. Humans like surprising other people with like, look at this stuff I can do. Look at these things I can provide you. Look at how well I know you. Yeah, it's really cool. Really interesting thing that we do. But yeah, that reminds me also of, that like marshmallow experiment. They like kind of did like a TikTok trend of it before, and you kind of tell a kid like, don't eat this marshmallow. And do you tell them afterwards that there's going to be more marshmallows later? Or I don't know, but like it's like teaching children or trying to study how children, delay gratification. And I think, a larger aspect of that story was that like children who came from affluent backgrounds, who knew that there was always going to be more, like that there was always abundance, who weren't raised in this scarcity, it was easier for them because they were kind of like, okay, if I wait now, there's probably something more coming, because there's always been something more coming. Why would I not assume that? And so I can certainly see if I was used to not getting anything, and like when I did get something, you would have to like take it and savor it because it's not coming again anytime soon. I could imagine it being more difficult for me to trust that there would be more left later. Humans are so interesting. So interesting. Such interesting animals. I love it. And I love that we're all like kind of sitting more with the complexity of what it is to be a human. Shouldn't we always have like lights up and stuff, right? Why do we only reserve it for like one season? Like it's festive, and like it kind of puts me in a good mood when I see like, love it. Loving seeing people kind of being more than just like, I don't know, their job or what they're told to be. You can be like gaudy. You can show like, I don't know, this house doesn't have to look like stately. It can look silly. Like it can look lived in. It can look like it has a bunch of interesting people living inside. It can look like it wants other people to feel good when they pass by and see this space. Yeah. That's how I am like in general with my life. Like if I am the house that's, housing the spirit that is Sheba, then yeah, I like showing it off. I love its bare bones. That looks beautiful. And also, I love how I adorn it and decorate it. It's so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, look, I got my nails done. These are my like holiday set. They're so cute, right? It's like, can you see there? It's like a wreath. It's like a Christmas tree with lights. So cute. Hand painted. Lily. Let me know if you want her Instagram information because she's so good. She can like really recreate anything. She's very talented and so cute. And I'm glad to be able to like be generous of, you know, the things I have. Money flows to me. And so I'm happy to spread it out to other people for whom it may be they have to work a little bit harder for it. I'm like, let me just drop it on you. Let me just drop it on you. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like I love holiday songs. I love things that are like, oh, everyone knows this song, or a lot of people know it. Even though when I was a kid, you know, we didn't have like the internet, and like we weren't able to show all these pictures of what people's families and their family traditions are like. And so it's interesting now to like be aware of like, huh, that's cool. And I feel like before the internet and stuff, holiday songs, knowing that everyone knew these different songs was kind of a little taste of that. Like, we're all the same. Look at us. Look at us celebrating. It's so sweet. So yeah. Love that. Me and Billy, you should go check out Saturday Morning Cartoons. I think it's on Billy's channel. The one yesterday, we sang some really good Christmas songs. Me and Billy did a stirring rendition of, what is it called? It's called This Christmas. You know, classic Johnny Hathaway jam, holiday jam. Yeah, really good. And then I, of course, sang a really great rendition of, what's that fucking song called? Dolly Parton, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Hard Candy Christmas. Really lovely. And a great rendition of Mariah Carey's Oh Holy Night. I mean, if I do, you know. I think me and Billy, yeah, facts. Hopefully me and him will make like a little mini compilation to send out to you guys. Give you the joy of music and our presence and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting kind of hot. How lucky. I'm so warm. People are freezing today. Like literally freezing to death. Like everyone deserves a house. Everyone deserves a place with like a chimney or a heating system, so that they don't, you know, freeze to death. So yeah, let's work towards that. Someday at Christmas, that other really good Stevie Wonder song, Merry Christmas, Aaron! Merry Christmas! Yeah, I hope everyone's chilling though. Like, I hope they're warm enough. I hope you're fed. I hope you're relaxed. You know, I think the holidays are, we're told it's about like how many gifts you can get for your, you know, the people in your life, how much you can show, look, like I have put all this effort into decorating and look at how beautiful my family is. Look at how together we are. And yeah, I think we can take some pressure off of ourselves and just, you know, we know it. Kids love like paper and love the kind of like, oh, the adults are kind of, we're supposed to act surprised. They like when we're like, so, oh my God, it was so cute. Layla, they got like this basketball hoop thing and this Paw Patrol thing. She loves Paw Patrol, you know, propaganda, getting them started young. But she loves this. She's opening it and she keeps going, Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol. Oops. And it's so cute. Like the little gasp, like, because I know I'm always like, and it's so cute that she's like picking up these little, you know, humanisms from us, and it's really fun. But yeah, anyway, kids like, you know, performing this little ritual that we do, and it does not have to cost a lot of money. It's really about the time and, you know, listening to your bodies and nourishing yourselves. And yeah, so if you're with people who don't make you feel nourished, don't make you feel warm or loved, get out of there. This is like one of the few times many of us don't have to work. So, like, certainly don't spend your free time doing shit you don't want to do. But I know I'm very lucky. So also, like, yeah, this is Christmas. Thank you so much for joining me if you're here. My mom, currently she's on a cruise right now with my aunt, her sister. And yeah, they're having fun. They're in like St. Thomas or something. I'm gonna call her after this. And my, you know, my brother, I don't know, he sent me like Andrea, my sister-in-law, she made cinnamon rolls from scratch. She's like a really good baker. And my brother, my sister and brother-in-law, with the girls, they are, chilling, letting them play, eating. It's great. We should do this all the time, guys. Gals. We should do this all the time. Yeah. And yeah, so me and Billy are just like chilling, which is like what I love to do anyway, is like hang out with Billy and talk and laugh and be cozy, eat, listen to music, have a little bit of alone time. Oh yeah, I think on Christmas we as when we got a little older, but we're still, our parents were there, we'd go to a movie on Christmas and stuff. And we would go to midnight mass because we grew up Catholic. Well, from like 5th grade on for me, we were like Catholic, and I was like, what is this? I love this whole ritual that we do, but yeah, we would go to midnight mass. So then, which is on Christmas Eve. So then, like, you could just wake up and have Christmas, not have to go to do any church things, which, why are we doing that anyway? Oh man, there was this like one fire fucking song though. Oh no, that was for Easter. Never mind. But yeah, I saw a meme that was like, I used to think that I like was really religious and I loved God and worshiping God. But then I realized then I went to like an outdoor concert and I realized I just liked live music. It could be a lot of us. We connect the dots maybe and create not the right shape, or the shape, that doesn't serve us that well. But yeah, live music is great. Next year, I want to do like a holiday karaoke party at our house. And we've got this piano. We'll have a karaoke set up, I think, by then, probably. But yeah, that'll be really fun. I can't wait. Oh my gosh, what am I going to sing? Maybe Hard Candy Christmas. That's a great one. I don't know. So many options. Oh, so fun. Okay. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. Oh, okay. So, talking about Christmases. That was how it started. Very abundant. Very like, oh, I see how happy it makes my parents to be able to, give these great gifts, give this beautiful experience to their kids. So I'm happy to like play along and be like really grateful and, like, oh, this is so great. Wow, presents for me. Thank you. I love giving that to them. And so then when I got older though, went to college, law school, I still went back. We all like went back home for Christmas. That was kind of like the only time really we went home for a little while, was like Christmas. Yes, absolutely. Like live music. It's something about it. It's just like so unifying, and that's probably caroling. That's probably why everyone likes caroling. It was like, let's walk around and sing in the streets. Everyone loves that. Yeah. Anyway, I told you guys I've been, this is my second marriage, me and Billy. My first one was to this beautiful Filipino man, who turned out to be a ne'er-do-well and good for nothing. But look at me, so beautiful and sweet, giving someone with a different background, love and support that I always, felt. And he was just not into it. Like our first Christmas together with my ex-husband, his name is RJ. we went to my parents' house because his family was in California. Mine was in Maryland, PG County, Pretty Girls County. And yeah, he came and he was like, we got in some little, you know, argument. He would always get in little, like for events, he would always like make it a thing. Like, I think he didn't like the idea that it wasn't like solely about him. So he would try to like make it about him, like his mood, how he was feeling sad or whatnot. And, you know, my parents, my dad was alive then, you know, they were kind of, we were at like a dinner and he was visibly sulking, a man in his mid-30s. He was, and like, you know, I get that, like, I am someone who, you know, my dad used to be really shitty about, like, you know, like, we weren't allowed to, like, outwardly display negative emotions. He would take that as, like, ungratefulness for being provided this great life, which was like, I didn't ask you to do all this, and I think you would feel bad if you didn't provide us this great life. Like, that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to express my emotions. However, it did help me learn how to look like I'm doing fine when I'm actually seething. Or, you know, if I am like feeling some strong negative emotions, I'm pretty good at managing it myself rather than making it, you know, other people's problem. And so it was interesting. And I think my siblings are probably also very good at that too. And so it was interesting to see this, you know, grown adult who wasn't raised as we were, sulking at a table in front of everyone for like a silly, you know, like not a good reason. Obviously something, if like I was upset about it, I would know that like, okay, I'm being unreasonable. Let me like keep it together and just like not ruin it. My ex loved to ruin a thing. It was like, oh my God. Anyway, so the next year, he, you know, had asked me what I wanted for Christmas. And I was like, hey, could you just like, oh, we got married, me and this guy, we got married after 6 months, which, yeah, don't recommend it. It's not worth it. Because people can like keep up this image, this performance of who they think you want for 6 months. And so don't sign a legal contract binding you in some way. In less than a year, I think. That's probably a good rule of thumb. But I am grateful that, like, you know, I was a lawyer and I have a very supportive family and friend, and I'm very able to, like, be like, oh, okay, this isn't working. I'm not being treated right. Like, let me get out of this. And I know not everyone has that. Not everyone has the resources to get out and stuff. So, yeah, that's just an aside about, you know, marriage. I know that statistically, like, a lot of divorces happen around the holiday season, either before or right after, which, you know, why might that be? I think it's a time where we don't have to work. We're just kind of sitting a little more idly. We're reflective about the past year. We're reflective about other holidays we've had in past years, and like, I think it's great for people to be like, is this really how I want to spend the rest of my life? And choosing, you know, better for them. Anyway, so the next year, my I was like, all I want for Christmas is for you, husband at the time, to like apologize to my mom and kind of make her feel better about, you know, this relationship. Like, I knew it was kind of like crazy, you know, kind of crazy, marrying someone after 6 months, and I wanted my mom to not be so scared. And, you know, yeah, could you ease her mind a little bit about it just by like showing that like, it's okay. He's a cool, reasonable, rational person. He's a good partner to me. He's taking care of me, Mom. And yeah, my ex said no. He was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, your mom hasn't been very nice to me and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. Well, I am someone who is always, you know, I'm not a big gift givers like at Christmas, just because, you know, like, it's just a time, like it's only a story we've been told that like Christmas is a gift giving time. Like if I want a thing, you know, I'll get it when I want it, you know. And I try to give that to the people I love too. You know, I'm not like, wait till your birthday and I'm gonna get this thing. I'm like, no, you exist and matter to me all the time, so I'm gonna do that. And so, you know, I made it very easy for my ex to, you know, I was like, I don't need, you know, jewelry or I don't know, things that people want, gifts and stuff. Like I want the things that matter to me are like that the people I love feel good and are not unduly stressed because on my account, you know. Um, and he, I think, recognized what was important to me and was like, I'm not going to do that. Nope. Nope. And he also didn't have money. So it's not like he could get me something tangible, which I think is a very beautiful quality to have. I think many people would love a partner who is so, you know, loved the intangible things in life, loved the simple, loved the free things, the priceless things. But, you know, that's the thing. It's like, you know, Billy's amazing. And so we're able to like talk and, you know, really be like, what do you want for Christmas? Do you want anything? Do you want to just like spend time together? Would you like anything specific? Or, and so I think Billy, likes family and tradition and that togetherness. And so I like that we can hang out with our family and be together. And whew, girl, I'm hot. I gotta take this off for a second. This is cute, right? Just need to ventilate a little. Anyway, so yeah, I love being able to get, you know, we're experience queens too, so I like being able to like build experiences for people and stuff. And anyway, so like, I know that I'm a very, very valuable person. My presence is a present. So I try to give of myself in that way. And I know that it makes me feel good that Billy's benefiting a lot from the love that I give him and stuff. And I recognize that other people might not have a Sheba that's like pouring into them. They might not be getting the benefit of that. But also, they might be like my ex-husband. They might have the total package, the perfect gift, but they didn't really order this gift. So they're like, what am I going to do with this? You know, like, no, fuck this. Like, I hate this gift. And they're going to make the gift feel bad, but that doesn't mean the gift is wrong. It just means it's, you know, went to the wrong person. And I'm really, really happy that, you know, the person that I'm supposed to did end up with, sorry, I don't know why I made it so future tensed, but yeah, that person like recognizes what an amazing freaking gift I am and like all that comes with this gift. It's like a multi-part, multi-year, ever expanding gift. So it's great. I don't know why I'm like so out of focus on this. Whew. Yeah. Okay, let's see. How on track did I stay? I feel like very, like, let's see. Okay. French toast casserole. Consumerism. Sure. Yeah. RJ Billy. Yeah. The differences. It's been great. Cozy. Sustaining. Love. Ugh. Okay, great. So yeah, anyway, holidays I would say are like, you know, what are they really about for you? The traditions that you do, are they ones that you're choosing? Or are you just doing it because you have the story that you have to do it this way? And if so, who are you doing it for? You know, do your kids really need a shit ton of gifts and things? Is that something that you feel makes them feel loved? Do you not want them to feel left out? Are you worried about this external perception of how generous or loving or successful you are, how cohesive you are? And, you know, it's not good or bad. It's just like fun to notice about yourself, like what you value, where that comes from. Are there ways to get more of what you value and get less of what isn't really serving you or is for other people? Who you don't care about? I don't know. But yeah, so I think next year, what I would like for Christmas is for people to kind of gently, lovingly nudge me and encourage me, invite me to do this holiday karaoke party for my family and loved ones. I think that'll be a fun tradition. It'll be like, you know, ugh. I have to use this example because it's probably what a lot of people know. On the Cosby Show, when the kids like put on you know, they do a like a kind of Motown soul performance with all the kids for the adults. It's so cute. Like I like that, but like it doesn't even have to be for the adults. I just want everyone to just like sing and, you know, live music, perform and celebrate and love each other together and whatnot. Yeah. Oh, also, another Christmas miracle aside from you know, the car thing. Uh, Glad that Tory Lanez, Daystar Peterson, was convicted of shooting Megan Thee Stallion, um, and you know, convicted on all counts. Um, yeah, you know, I'm very much an abolitionist, but I also recognize that in this system we've all created and we're all agreeing to, one of the only ways to, you know, get some sort of accountability, restorative justice, is to know that the people who harm us will be segregated from, you know, our population. They won't be able to like easily access us. But yeah, but also, you know, the reason it's even a thing that like I think a lot of these guys, these rich dudes in the hip hop community, felt so comfortable, you know, like doubting Megan Thee Stallion's account and rallied behind this like, you know, not talented dude whose only like qualification for supporting him was like, is black man, has money, like not great. But anyway, the only reason like so many felt so comfortable not just publicly supporting him, but like, you know, villainizing his victim is because I think harm, you know, black men causing harm to black women is excusable. Like we excuse it a lot. And, you know, I certainly, the only person who's ever, you know, put their hands on me with an intent to harm me and control my behavior and scare me was, you know, my black man father. And so I recognize that like having money is sometimes kind of used as a tool to control. Like it's like if this man has money, you know, you owe him obedience or else he can not only take it away, but like he can like imply or actually commit violence if you don't perform gratitude and obedience and thankfulness to this person. I saw Amar'e Stoudemire, who is a former basketball player. He just got his master's degree, and on that same day, he was arrested for misdemeanor domestic violence. He punched his 16-year-old daughter and slapped her around. Drew blood, you know, and there's bruising. Because, you know, he's like 6'10" and like 250 pounds. And she's a 16-year-old girl. And so me, you know, I obviously remember being a 16-year-old girl with a wealthier black father who was, you know, at least 6 feet tall and certainly 250 pounds, and feeling this idea that like just because this dude can like beat me up, I have to always perform like gratitude, and I can't ever burden him with the reality of how I'm feeling. I exist to make him feel comfortable, and if I don't do that duty, to make him feel comfortable, he's gonna like hit me, and I have to not complain about it. I can't tell someone who has any power over this person, because, like, you know, I'm sure he has trauma. I'm sure white men have treated him poorly, but he certainly didn't struggle to control his emotions around white men, around, certainly not around ones who, you know, controlled his employment or something. So I was like, okay, this is a smart man. This is my father was you know, had a psychology degree, a bachelor's in psychology, and a master's in counseling. We really can't say he didn't know, like, how to handle emotions, or why, you know, one should, you know, how one's emotions can externalize, and what you're supposed to do about that. You know, I saw him having a very innate understanding of power dynamics and what stories we tell about children and adults. You know, adults can do whatever they want, and it's the children's job to be grateful for what they're given, even if it's, you know, you don't get much. If they don't give you presents, if they don't give you kindness, if they don't take care of your needs, you still have to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're doing the best they could, that, you know, they really love you, they gave you the gift of life, they, you know, you survived to adulthood, so, you know, they couldn't have done that bad a job. But I don't know, I think we're all starting to just communicate more, and probably find ways in which that we're all the same. Because the biggest illusion is that we're all different, but we're all the same. So yeah, like, I would love to hear, like, in the comments or wherever, you know, let me know if I can share them, like, your holiday experiences and memories and lessons, not just from childhood, but, you know, through mid-adulthood to slightly older mid-adulthood. I don't know where I am. Slightly mid, older adult. I don't know. But yeah, because we're all the same. So what are we learning? Anyway, so yeah, glad for Megan Thee Stallion. Glad that I've seen misogynoir in the common fund of knowledge, collective fund of knowledge more. Saw it in the Washington Post. I've just, like, since, you know, this verdict, I've seen a lot more full-throated support for her, public support for her, which, good. We should be real ashamed of how easy it is, how thirsty we are to latch on to a narrative of, like, a black woman lying on a black man, and a black man never getting any justice, but only when it comes, you know, to black women. That, you know, black men are always the victims. They can't be the perpetrators. And, like, I don't know, like, my first experience with being a victim was certainly at the hands of a black man. So, and, like, I had a really privileged upbringing. So I imagine people with less resources probably have had even, have had really difficult experiences, and have felt even more afraid to use their voice, to be honest about what happened to them. Because I'm lucky that my dad's dead, you know. So, like, if he didn't want me to be honest about who he was and how he treated me, really should have fucking kept his hands to himself. So, and that's what, you know, Daystar Peterson and Amar'e Stoudemire and lots of people who maybe see themselves more as a black man, a black masculine person, like, you don't have more right to speak than black girls. And you don't have more right to safety and love and support and grace than black girls. And yeah. Anyway, though, I'm having a really great Christmas, and I really enjoy, like, getting deep into stuff and, like, unpacking things, and not just taking, like, you know, the facial story and, like, being like, oh, it's because of this. I like understanding, like, why, and does it still have to be that way? And yeah. Anyway, I've been on for about an hour. This has been really fun. I'm getting so good at this. And I think next week is going to be the first Sheba Sunday in 2023. Oh my goodness. I'm also gonna I'm gonna meet with some great friends, my friend Elisa, my friend Sakura. I'm just like surrounded by really powerful women and femmes and non-men. Also some powerful men, but like really the women just like inspire me and fill me up and make me feel safe and protected and loved. And it's just like really awesome. So anyway, they're gonna we're gonna have a meeting of the minds on, Sheba Sunday and what I'm trying to do. Cause yeah, I'm trying to just like talk more. When I was a kid in school, I used to always, they would always say on my report cards, I always got straight A's, super great at working together with others. But it was always like talks too much, always talking. And I think, they were just afraid of my power. I've always been a good talker, and so I am leaning more into that, exploring that, loving that more, not judging it as others have, and see where that takes me. I think my ability to understand, to see what's going on, to form patterns, and to articulate it is what's kept me safe and is, going to keep keeping me safe. And it's kept, like, the people I love safe. You see my family and the people I love, like, they're all doing really great. And they're all, going to keep doing better. So, really excited. Okay. Last part. Put your head against the screen. Put your forehead against the screen. Real quick on this lovely Christmas morning. That's for you. Love you. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Be gentle with yourself. Snuggle. Nourish yourself. Indulge yourself. Because you're awesome. And I'm awesome. All right. See you hoes later. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. This ho-ho is gonna go be a hoe. Love you guys. See you soon. See you in the new year. Whew. You got this. Everything's made up, including these traditions, including time. All right. See ya. Ending stream.
It's Billy. Right now. Yo, what if I got attacked by the clones? What if the builder think they found a better stone? What if the beat don't match with the metronome? What if that means you walk your path alone? Call me a vagabond. If all these streets leading to Rome, then wherever I lay is my home. It's Brooklyn, boy strong. I manifest, I'm in the zone. Y'all silly better back up off my throne. Listen, boy nice, better give him his propers. How we come out sane from all the mosh pits. How we found the key to the game without a locksmith. How we seem to manage these lanes is so obnoxious. He let it flow from the brain, trusting the process. A vet journeyman on multiple rosters. If I want it, I go out and get it and cop it. A monster with limitless options. Man, like goddamn, y'all gon' soon figure out who I am. We stay cooking, y'all used to that spam. Western beef, I might square up at the square dance. Look, I change plans, not even a southpaw, I'm an outlaw with a rare stance. Your crew never had a fair chance. Why's that? I kill a whole bear with my bare hands. Oh, they studied the dark? Well, I was raised in it. Brain shifted, the kid displayed insane physics. Best story never told, and it ain't finished. How we handled a rock, spun and kept the same pivot. I frame different, hot like a flame kitchen. A whole 2 levels out of your range gifted. Catch me on the highway, lane switching, or right at the top of your bay wish list. It's Billy. Right now. It's Billy.